All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield to throw it this time. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now Mayfield. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's at the yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check safety, check safety. Run. Hey, Delta. Back. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check. King. I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is Trey Burton. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. punching it in from a yard away as the Bears push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Good. 180. Up, I'm on. 58, boys. 58. Up, I got you. Bang.
Second down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there. On the first down carry.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this, man.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On second down, Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
20. Mike, 58, right there. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 15 yards.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. they will score. A pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. But they have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going...
They got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big...
It's a spark right there. The big play that they needed, now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
No. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6.
Set up. 60 outlaw. It's a party now.
2nd and 6. Robinson's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
18 greater.
Bears, first down.
Two times.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Muhammad. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Crunch. 5.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Now.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. As the Bears push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn and erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tim Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, you orbit. Check 9, check 9.
A second down throw for Mayfield. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Ready? 60 outlaw. He's coming. Check in. Here I come.
They go again with Muhammad. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 9 now. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Nifty move. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mayfield now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
61, matchbox, lights.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. It's caught by OBJ. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Real.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Regular. What's that?
4th down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.